The Blackout map has been getting a few tiny updates over the past week or so that have subtly been adding in a few teases for the upcoming operation, which is set to launch on February 19th and bring some new areas to the Blackout map according to David Vonderhaar. And today we're going to be breaking down all of these teases and talking about what they actually mean for our next major Blackout update. What's up guys, Zach or Immortal here, welcome back to the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you guys are new around here, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on, that way you can stay up to date with all the latest Black Ops 4 news and intel. Now you guys might have seen by now some brand new teases have been added to the Blackout map, in the form of a post, and then some other different posts, and also a weird manhole/hatch sort of thing. One of these items might not actually be what you think, and the others all but confirm some major map updates headed our way with the next operation. Let's start with the manhole/hatch thing that is located in the G7 sector of the map. Now, like I said, initially people were thinking this tease was some sort of hatch or bunker entrance that would give way to a new underground area. And while that might be partially true, upon closer inspection, this hatch actually appears to be some sort of clock. When you look closely, you can clearly see that there are some Roman numerals tucked underneath the dirt and rocks, and in between some of those barely visible Roman numerals, you can actually make out the little stitches representing the minutes between each 5-minute stitch on the visible part of the clock. Now, what exactly is this clock doing and what does it represent? I've actually seen a couple of different theories floating around as of now, the first of which is that this clock is actually a larger version of the time bomb item from the Buried Zombies map back in Black Ops 3. When you look at the time bomb, it swirls around almost in the shape of a clock, but it clearly has Roman numerals listed around it. The other theory is that this clock is actually from the Der Eisendrock map, and I have to credit my buddy E. coli Espresso for that one because really I don't invest a ton of time into zombies, so I would not have been able to point that one out myself. Now, table this tease for just a moment and let's shift over to the second major tease that also happens to land right nearby, albeit a little further south in the G8 sector of the map. This tease involves a little post with a red circular top to it. Now, at first glance, this might look like some sort of stop sign or other various warning sign, but when you get really close to it, you can kind of see that that little red circle actually has a light swirl going through it in a little bit of a lighter shade. This Photoshop work I did with it can sort of represent that a little bit better, but you can sort of make it out when just looking at it in game. Once again though, credit to my buddy E. coli Espresso because he found out that this post actually looks really similar to the same post that can be found within the candy shop on, you guessed it, the Buried Zombies map. And if you were to compare these two signs side by side, it's clear that they are actually the exact same sign. So this is a clear and direct reference to the Buried Zombies map, it seems, which just so happens to take place under a desert. And where these teases are located, G7 and G8 are right in the heart of the desert area of the Blackout map. Now, circling back to that clock tease in G7, this is where I, and I think most of the community as well, still stand a little bit uncertain. Clearly the red post is a nod to the candy shop, but is this clock actually the time bomb clock, or is it the Der Eisendrock clock, or is it something entirely different that's gone over our heads? This tease is definitely a little bit more cryptic, and we're gonna have to wait and see if any other teases arise in the coming days to really solidify what exactly is going on with this one. Now, the clock and the red post aren't actually the only teases that were added to the Blackout map. In fact, it seems they were the smallest teases of the ones that we ended up seeing, as other players have since found a little handful of surveying stakes plotted all around the map. These surveying stakes, or planks as I'm going to be calling them for the remainder of this video, thanks to their striking resemblance to Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy, were seemingly added to the map under our noses sometime in the past few days. And initially, one plank was found in the G5 sector of the map in front of the group of 5 buildings in between Asylum and Turbine. But as other players went on their merry way collecting paint cans and just doing their thing, it turns out that these planks are actually placed literally all across the map because reports of them are popping up everywhere. Now, typically when you see these planks or surveying stakes, it means construction is going to happen or is happening in or around that area. So as you guys can see, there are actually multiple planks scattered everywhere, ranging from the lone house outside of Hydro Dam, to random groupings of buildings outside Factory, Nuketown Island, and Cargo Docks, to Fracking Tower, and even north of construction outside of that little gas station. But out of all the spots that I've found on the map, the largest amount of planks actually appear right inside of construction. And here, they're literally everywhere, which, kind of makes sense. These surveying stakes are common in construction sites, but it sort of got me thinking. If these stakes are placed all across the map, presumably indicating some sort of construction or change about to take place, Does this also mean that construction as a physical location is also going to get changed? Looking forward, perhaps we could even see the whole construction site continue to progress over the course of Season 3 and even future seasons, and ultimately have the construction site become an actual high-rise or even a completely different location. I know I've seen some people theorizing about maybe once construction is complete, it'll actually be a building from the map Die Rise back in Black Ops 2, one of my personal favorite zombie maps in history. Kind of a far-fetched theory, but still cool nonetheless. Anyways, on top of all of that, if all these other areas where the planks are placed will be undergoing some type of change, that means this upcoming Blackout map update is going to be really extensive and actually add in a lot of new areas or expand on previously existing areas, which is something that I personally am really looking forward to. What do you guys take away from these interesting little teases? Let me know down in the comments below. Of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it and give it a big thumbs up, as it would be much appreciated. And if you are brand new here to the channel and you like what you see, feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always stay up to date with everything Black Ops 4 related. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.